Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Allen off the play fake. Steps away. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down, because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Singletary again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Isaiah McKenzie, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now White with a first down throw. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. White's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Here's White. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. White. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second down at 5. On second down, a run with Hall. Room here to run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll run with Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. James Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
To throw, White. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Let's go now. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's smart, baby. Playmaker, step up right now. Hey, let's go.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now White. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Allen now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
something together.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Barrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. White looks to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Out of the gun, it's White. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw again on second down. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 2. Now Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Get him going, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Rock and roll, baby. Let's go. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it. Hey, let's go. Guys, ready to get it on right now? All right, guys. All right.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now White with a 1st down throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Finding room at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st down, it's White. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 36, White. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. White. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
get something together.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now White. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down. White. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Paul ought to give up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Singletary again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Singletary. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.